Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is Billy TKO. If you guys are new here, definitely be sure to like this video and also be sure to subscribe to the channel because when you guys do, we go to a different stratosphere. Today, we're going to be talking about Vince McMahon, his issues with Netflix. On top of that, we're going to be talking about William Regal and some heavy claims that have came towards him. And on top of that, we're going to be talking about a certain wrestler who's tired of getting in his own way. So, guys, definitely be sure to do all those things in the front of the video and let's go talk directly about these things. So, boom, Vince McMahon. Yes, we talked about him in yesterday's video. Obviously, he had those kind words to say about Netflix. That is me being sarcastic, everybody. I just want everybody to know that I'm being sarcastic as fuck. Vince McMahon, it is being reported, actually tried to buy the Netflix docuseries. And I really want people to think about this. How many times has Vince McMahon tried his best to cover things up with a dollar amount? Now, obviously, you guys know Vince McMahon was paid a hefty amount of money in his stocks of WWE. He was able to pull out of his stocks, and he was given a large lump sum of money. Those are going to go towards court fees one day. I'm just saying. Don't. I'm just a messenger. Vince was so unhappy with what happened in that docuseries that he was trying his best to buy it. Now, if you ask me, that is a coward. That is a person who is trying their best to cover something up. Because you're telling me that you cannot handle or face the facts of something that has been public knowledge for so long. He's worried about his image that has already been ruined. And honestly, I've just kind of had it up to here with Vince in that regard because this man is so worried about what's going to happen to his image, not realizing like, hey, your image is already a problem, brother. Hate to break it to you. This is already an issue. So Vince tried to buy the docuseries. Ari Emanuel, the executive head of TKO, actually had to step in. And he tried, getting it along the lines for Vince, whatever. And Netflix ultimately was like, yeah, no, not happening. Not happening. Therefore, this docuseries, it came out. And if you're watching this today, it is out right now. Yes, it is out right now for you to go watch on Netflix. I have yet to tune in. I will be tuning in later. And I'm super excited. We also have AEW Grand Slam tonight, so those are two things that I'm really looking forward to. But I will be watching the Vince McMahon docuseries. But I want to get your guys' thoughts. It's a Vince thing. You can let me know down in the comment section below how you feel about Vince being Vince. That's up to you. But let's hop into the next topic of discussion today, which I'm actually going to read off for you guys. And we have William Regal. He's rejected claims that he was snaking out the competition while in AEW. Now, if you guys remember, William Regal was a part of AEW in 2022 till 2023. He ended up leaving, going back to NXT, where his son is Charlie Dempsey, is one of the wrestlers. Now, obviously, we understand that William Regal has a storied past with the WWE, so him going back always made sense. So, let's talk about him rejecting the claims. Regal went on X to praise NXT as their show is set to move from the USA Network to the CW next week after someone thanked him both for his work in NXT and snaking out the competition, referring to AEW. So Regal responded back, rejecting those claims in a lengthy post. So this is from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, by the way. So this says, FYI, although it serves some people's agenda, and having a massive amount of people who work in AEW that can only back me up, I went to AEW to help because Bryan Danielson asked me to. He wrote, please find one person who could say otherwise. I arrived at 10 a.m. until 6:15 p.m. to train anyone who wanted to come apart. Apart from going to the restroom and refilling my water container, I never attended a single production meeting, as I knew if I were to stay there, I needed people to realize I was only there to help, nor did I ask a single question about anybody that works there's contract status. So that's really something to think about, honestly, and I'm going to continue on. He said, I helped at the ring with with what any of the talent needed. I showered and got into a suit by 6:30, then watched the monitor with everyone else. He added, I'm giving you the right to ask anyone who works backstage or talent the right to ask them if I did anything but help with no agenda. Feel free. So yeah, William Regal is a great guy. Hate to break it to everybody. That's just a known fact. Now, the wrestling discourse online is such a fake thing in my eyes. Like, people just, like you said, you want to fill some type of agenda. It's the honest-to-God truth. What are you trying to fill this agenda for? Who cares? He was not there snaking out competition. The guy came back because his son wrestled in NXT, and he obviously has a storied past with the WWE. So I guess me too, I'm sick and tired of hearing about things of this nature. Who cares? Watch your wrestling. Enjoy it. It's a great time when you just enjoy it. But let's go hop into the next story. I do want to get your guys' thoughts on that down below. Do you believe that William Regal was snaking talent? I don't. So the next story, we actually have Sammy Guevara. Yes, Sammy Guevara wants to be the best version of himself in his AEW return. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm a huge Sammy Guevara fan. Obviously, Sammy Guevara has had some things that have came back to haunt him, and it has completely just dismantled the run that he could possibly have in AEW. But Sammy Guevara, he says he's going to stop getting in his own way. So the 31-year-old returned to AEW / Ring of Honor in late July after having missed the previous 5 months due to suspension. He was suspended in February for not following concussion protocols in a no disqualification match against Jeff Hardy on Rampage. If you guys remember that whole scenario, it was the whole thing. He said, I've had so much time off to really just think to myself, what does Sammy Guevara want out of wrestling? And truthfully, I just want to be the best version of myself. That might sound corny or generic, but I'm just tired of standing in my own way. It's simple. You don't have to stand in your own way. You want to talk about somebody who's just tremendously talented. I don't care what you say. Sammy Guevara is one of the best talents. I mean, he's up there. Look at the match that he had on Dynamite recently with Ricochet. It was a banger. Yes, Ricochet won, but Sammy Guevara looked amazing, and the fans love him. This guy can go to the moon. Legitimately, if you push him, I look at Jungle Boy, who has had an ultimate push. I look at somebody like Darby Allin, who is on the rise right now. I look at somebody like MJF, who is just a star. Sammy Guevara is that fourth pillar that deserves that shine, and his story is now making sense. And obviously, he had his baby, and he's with Ty Conti and things of that nature. Just so many things in his life have gone correct. So I think it's only time for Sammy Guevara to actually do as he says there, step out of his own way and go continue on and telling great stories. And I can't wait to see the success that this guy has, because I know it's coming. But guys, my name's Billy TKO. If you guys are new here, definitely make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We go to a different stratosphere. Let me know your thoughts all on these topics down below. On top of that, guys, TikTok, Twitter, Discord, link down below. Pull up, come see us, hang out, this, that, and the third. I'll be talking to you later.